Apparently, when you get this happening at the right time, the mouth of this river is just black with fish, and they're literally laying on top of each other. It happens all over the place, where you'll get fish who are clearly already spawned weeks earlier coming back into a river.
That's what you come to the North Country for right there.
How cool is that?
Nice walleye.
Bell River.
The Fishin' Canada Show, brought to you in part by Princecraft Boats, the spirit of boating. Garmin, tell a new fish story. The Outdoor Journal Radio Podcast Network, every pursuit, every platform, every day. And Ontario, Canada, in partnership with Destination Ontario.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Fishin' Canada show. In this particular episode, Pete and I hit yet another lake we've never been on before. It makes shoots like this one challenging, adventurous, and hopefully extremely satisfying.
Our location is Lumberjack Lodge on Sturgeon Lake in Northwest Ontario. Now, as an FYI, there are a bunch of sturgeon lakes, sturgeon bays, and even sturgeon rivers in the North Country. However, the Sturgeon Lake we're on today seems to stay well under the radar, at least to traveling anglers.
Under the radar because the locals here truly know the potential of this great body of water. It holds a wide array of game fish species including walleye, smallmouth bass, pike, lake trout, muskie, sauger, whitefish, and yellow perch. As we normally do when visiting northwestern Ontario, we're going to concentrate on walleye and smallies and cross our fingers that incidental catches of any other species will occur.
Sturgeon Lake is located northeast of the town of Ignace, Ontario. This cold, deep lake is approximately 55 miles long, has a maximum depth of 305 feet, an average depth of 44.5 feet, and a perimeter of 399 miles. On this Fishin' Canada adventure, we're going to start out looking for walleye, as there's a very interesting story about this particular fishery, which we'll get into later. But in typical Northwest Ontario fashion, you'll see that this lake has much more to offer than just walleye.
Our first stop is a backwater area with mostly shallow water. It's a perfect post-spawn walleye hangout. Now, if you'll notice, something different is going on here. It's kind of like playtime for us because we're just looking for fish.
Nice.
And get this, me testing out my camera operating skills with a new toy we recently purchased.
Like right now, it's shooting vertically.
I would flip it back, or...
Hey, sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
What's happening? Ooh,
Drop the minnow down on those ones in the live scope.
nice.
That's what we're looking at. This one, this one.
He pulled drag, for God's sakes. Nice. Beautiful. Look at the colors of that. Ooh-wee.
Perfect walleye right there.
Whew.
That's what you come to the North Country for right there. After catching a few, losing a few, and Ange honing up on his camera skills, great job by the way, brother, we decided to pick up our reel cameraman and move into bigger water. What do you got, buddy? Do I need to reel in?
I'm not sure.
I got a net right here waiting for you.
Could be a snake.
Could be a walleye. Let's look at it positive.
It's a walleye.
It's a nice walleye.
It's
good
a
fish.
walleye. Right on that break, huh? That
Yeah.
10 foot
Got him.
break.
Put him right in the cooler.
There you
right in the
go.
minnow bucket.
All right.
Ate it perfect. Look at that. Hello. Nice, perfect sized fish.
Whoa, nice catch.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good,
I'm
eh?
impressed.
Yeah, my athletic abilities. Nice.
Slim little guy.
Yeah, perfect though. Post spawn.
Yeah. Now, were we going to keep some of these for lunch? What were we going to do? What's the?
That's probably over.
He's
the
over?
limit. I would think there's your board right beside you. The silver dollar will tell us, oh yeah, 21. Yes, sir.
You're lucky, buddy.
Have a good day.
You're lucky. All right.
Excellent, Smithers.
Oh, that's a good fish, buddy.
Bigger?
Look at that rod.
I'm hoping he's not a pike.
Oh, maybe. Well, there's nothing wrong with that for lunch
Yeah,
either.
true enough. Pike, if we're hungry enough, pike's better than a walleye.
Man needs to eat. That's a big walleye, I think, isn't it?
Yep, it's a walleye.
He's going to be too big to eat, though.
Yeah,
damn.
That's okay.
It's a nice fish. Good stuff.
That's a good one.
In that same spot.
Right in the same
Look
vicinity.
how long he is. Holy smoke.
Good job.
Oh, you ate your
I knew he was
minnow.
going to do that.
You ate your minnow.
Gorgeous walleye.
Look how
We're
long
going to throw
he
him
is,
back,
eh?
buddy. We say
No, I don't even
You know what I
measure
mean?
that. That's
Yeah.
over 22 for sure.
gorgeous fish.
Nice.
Right in this one spot. Ange caught the first one. We just lost two more. And just in one little area of this whole bank that we're trolling is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, wow.
Today's hotspot is a slow tapering point on Sturgeon Lake in northwest Ontario. The waypoint on your screen will get you right there. This area is probably the most consistent walleye producer of the entire season. Try trolling walleye-style crankbaits, slow pulling spinner rigs with live bait, or jigging with either plastic or live bait. By the way, this spot replenishes with walleye all day long. We believe they come into the shallower water to feed and then retreat back to deeper water to digest. The bonus is that it's also a great shore lunch area. So here you can practice catch and release right into the frying pan. For more hotspots like this one, check out fishingcanada.com. So with decent success in the backwater area, as well as in the main lake, we decided to take a long tour to an area of Sturgeon Lake that tells an interesting story of the walleye here, and more importantly, how the population once crashed and now has been rebuilt in phenomenal fashion.
So this is the Bell River. One of the reasons that we came to this lake, the Sturgeon Lake, this is a really fascinating story about the origins of these fish moving into this river. In the 70s, 60s, 70s, and probably the early part of the 80s, this river was being used as a gathering for all the tailings from the various mine activity that took place up a little bit farther up. And consequently, it caused a lot of pollution in the river. As far as we know, that may have caused the total collapse and demise of the local walleye fishery that was here at that time. And for a number of years, it just kind of went dormant. Nobody did anything about it. Then in the 90s, the local officials, along with the MNR, some local businesses, and most importantly, the mining company itself, decided to resurrect it and bring it back to life. And aside from cleaning up everything that they had been dumping into the river for the decades prior, they also decided to stock it again with fingerling walleye. And I believe it's 13 million walleye were
Over
put in
7
here
years.
over the 7-year period.
Yeah.
So consequently now, it's become one of the main spawning areas in the entire lake. And each year, this time of year, doesn't just draw walleye in it, but it's now got smallmouth in it. It's got I think just about everything that swims out in the lake in this area will come in and spawn, or at least follow the spawners in. And that's what we're trying to make some contact with today. Apparently, when you get this happening at the right time, the mouth of this river, which you can see behind me about 200, 300 yards up, is just black with fish. And they're literally laying on top of each other. So hopefully that's what we'll
And
find.
let me be clear, we are not fishing spawning
No.
walleye. This is well after the spawn.
Yeah. Walleye?
The walleye, I think. Yep,
Yeah, walleye.
beautiful.
So this could very well be an ancestor of those 13 million fish that were put in here in the 90s. That could be an offspring of an offspring of an offspring.
Pikey, pikey, pikey. Not a bad one. If we were looking for our shore lunch, that'd be the guy right there.
That's shore lunch for
That
sure.
is the perfect one. Okay, Peter, in order to not lose his crankbait. Oh, oh God, now I have to net him. He is not happy with me.
No.
Dirty old pikeroo. The eater pike. There's the, see in the shallows, see that scar on his back right there? They get scarred up so much in the shallows after their spawn. Or while they're spawning, you see it after their spawn. Yeah. I got scummed, Angelo. Wow, look at all those eggs. That's crazy.
That fish was right in the middle of spawning.
Hey, what if, yeah, those weren't pike eggs, they were sucker eggs. I bet he pooped them out.
Eating them.
He probably
Maybe
pooped
they
them
were
out.
Yeah.
Because pike eggs are yellow.
You know
orange.
what? You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Double.
Walleye.
You got it.
No, sucker.
That's the sucker.
That's the sucker.
Perfect.
This is interesting.
Did he eat it, Ange?
Yeah. This is interesting here, folks. So we think this fish right here that we're looking at is actually up here spawning. And when this is a sucker, and when they come into these creeks and rivers to spawn, they come in by the thousands. They broadcast their eggs, and what happens is all the predator fish come in behind and actually eat up all their eggs. Not unusual to see walleye and pike, smallmouth, all in here doing exactly that.
Beautiful. That's a beauty smallie, actually. That's a nice fish. These guys are in here.
Look at the mouth on
Look at it. Look at the pair, eh? Look at the pair. Can you dig that, sucker?
I didn't think we'd get one on a plug, though. Huh? Something of interest, maybe noteworthy right now, as to why does that happen? It happens all over the place, not just here, where you'll get fish who are clearly already spawned weeks earlier coming back into a river. And most people think it's to do a second spawn or spawning activity, but in most cases it's not. They're coming in because there's a lot of nutrients here, a lot of protein in the way of eggs and fry from all the other species of fish that are spawning at various times. And sometimes shock yourself at the size, not just the quantity, but the size of fish that come in here, especially northern pike, walleye, bass. There can be some monsters in here feeding. So let's keep our fingers crossed. What do we got?
Molly.
Smallie again.
Yep. Loaded. They are loaded. The live scope screen is lit up.
Unbelievable.
We don't even need live scope on. We're just looking at it for fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's like watching the movies.
Yeah.
Wherever the prime area is, wherever those suckers are actually spawning and dropping their eggs is where you're going to get the majority of the action and probably bigger fish. And these small guys are hanging around here at the bottom end, taking whatever comes down, whatever's left. So there are a few good ones in there. Don't know whether I can lift him or not. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Here we go. Whoa. That's a much better one. Holy smokes.
I got a wee guy. On a jerk bait this time.
That's what he hit right there.
Little Yozuri.
Little Yozuri crankbait. My God, how many smallmouth are there back here?
There's got to be hundreds, right?
Oh my God.
I would think.
That's the bigger one again. All right, let's see if we can. Oh man, I don't know. Oh, here we go.
You trying to sling him?
Here we go. Ugh. Wow, that's a nice fish.
Yeah, it's a good smallie, bud.
Nice smallmouth. Once again, tiny little Yozuri 3D XR crank.
Hello.
That is a shallow running little bait for big fish. Fantastic.
What's he running, about 2-3 feet, you think?
3 at the most. Well, this one hit as soon as it hit the water.
Yeah.
I saw it, I cast, and then all of a sudden the swirl underneath it before it even hit almost. So it was like he was anticipating it.
Got one hand.
Nice.
And
nice.
it's a walleye, bud.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
I'm gonna lock it. Nice fish. That's what we came here for. We'll take bonus smallies, we'll take bonus everything, but and big pike maybe, but
there we go.
There we go.
Nice.
I got him.
Long and thin, huh?
Nice.
Perfect.
Wonder if he's a stalker, a restored fish. Oh,
whoa, nice. That's the way you want them off.
looky there. Little Yozuri crankbaits. Woo! Perfect. We're gonna have some fun if this goes on. There we go. Here we go. Come on, mama. Look at that. Perfect little walleye. Perfect. Man, that is just primo right there. The color of these fish. That fish is in great shape, in the current. Love it. See you, bud. That, so far, I mean, we're gonna, when you come into an area like this, it's shallow. It's like three feet on the garment, 3 to 4 feet. You gotta, if we're gonna run crankbaits, you're running a twitch bait?
I've just switched up.
Back and forth. So the twitch bait goes down about 2 feet. These cranks go down to maybe 4 feet. You run them slow. You try and deal with it if you're gonna run cranks in these areas. So you gotta be kinda, you gotta use your head a little bit. So that thing's not a deep diver at all. And that's what we'll be throwing here, so. Our double header. Oh, right by the boat, he followed me in.
Same size, look at this.
You got one too?
Yeah, same size.
Yeah.
Clones.
Yes. Lots of, well, Northern Ontario, I mean, we're used to fishing Southern Ontario. You're talking Lake Ontario and
Actually, this
Kingston. There's giants there, right?
might be a little bit bigger than we've been catching, Pete.
Better be bigger than this one to be proud of it. Yeah, that's good. That's a decent
Yeah,
one.
that's definitely getting bigger.
Tiny guy. Double header cranking, buddy. Does it get any better?
Than that. The smallmouth are getting a little bit larger. So I'm hoping that when we get to the very top of it, which narrows down to about 20 feet, and just below the rapids, that it'll just be crawling with fish. And I hope there's the big ones up there feeding.
Oh, look at the one behind them, bigger.
Oh, yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah.
They're bigger.
Yeah, he is.
Those are bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
Get out there. Get
Yeah,
him
but
in.
I don't have
Look at
anything
them,
that I
look
could
at
drop
the-
that.
Look at there's 3 of them.
I know, I don't have anything I could drop in there.
Whoa. That's awesome. Wow. 3 more came in behind this guy that were all bigger than that. And that's not a bad one.
I'm telling you, the closer we get to that mouth, I think the bigger the fish are gonna get.
Those were nice. Bigger than that by half a pound at least.
Yeah, they're a little longer, eh? Up here, maybe we're finally getting up there.
This place is loaded
This is sick,
with
man.
fish.
This is
I mean,
sick.
loaded.
Absolutely
This
sick.
is a dream destination.
Oh, man. Pinch me quick.
Smalley.
Smallmouth. Might be a good one, though.
Got a lot of current to fight too,
Oh,
eh?
does he ever?
And he's staying right in it.
Yeah, that adds to the fun, eh?
Staying right in it.
One of those longer ones.
Not the long one you wanted.
No. It went in and came right back out again.
Got one.
Oh, and I'm hung.
No.
I'm hung. You got one on?
Yeah, I got one. Oh,
Good one?
nice fighting. I don't know. It's walleye.
Oh, it's a walleye.
It's a nice one, too.
buddy.
It's a nice one.
I'm gonna free spool mine.
Yeah.
Leave it out there. You're gonna
Yeah.
need the net with that one.
Scarred up and beat up too.
Get in here, nice.
Look at that.
Look at the scars on
Ooh,
him.
he's got those sores like they have
Yeah.
sometimes in Southern Ontario, like on Quinty and stuff. Look at that.
Here.
Nice walleye. Look at these marks though. So on that side, there's one on that side,
Wow, that's nice catch, buddy.
but on this side, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like sores or.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if they're not banging up against these rocks, although you wouldn't think that would, a fish would be that
gouges
dumb.
and that, right? But
Yeah. Oh,
look
good
at this. See
stuff.
the head of that fish right there? The shape of the head of that fish, folks? This fish is made for holding a current. Better than anything else in here.
Oh,
Pike
for
got
sure.
a big flat shovel head. Smallmouth, they're going to hide to the top and very this way. That guy's got a pointed base. You can sit in that current, and he's just probably the perfect predator for current water.
And a testament to good fish management. Got one, buddy. He hit right in the...
I'm right up in the rocks. Oh,
Well, he,
Now
funny,
I'm
eh?
hung.
He hit... Oh, it's a big walleye. It's a big
I'm
walleye.
hung up too.
Big walleye. You hung too?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm locked, so we should be all right.
Oh, he's coming in the current now.
Oh, nice one.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
walleye, buddy. Yeah.
Oh.
Like you big bugger.
Okay, I'll bring him right to you.
We got him.
Yes!
Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy.
Woo! That's the one. Holy
walleye.
smokes.
Got him
Look at
right
the
there in the
size
middle.
of that.
Good job. That's,
Oh my God.
see, that's some of the ones we were seeing in here were like that, but they weren't biting. Buddy, nice fish.
How cool is that?
Nice walleye.
Bell River,
beauty.
Lake Sturgeon. I think every freshwater species we've seen here pretty much. Smallmouth,
God.
pike, walleye,
Whatever they have here, we've seen.
suckers.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I got to put him back. What a fight.
Thanks to good fisheries management right there.
That's it.
Thank you. Good work. Nice job.
Let me slime you with that.
Ooh, how about the fist?
That is fantastic.
Woo.
Listen, I don't want to overstate what we just experienced here, but it's worth taking a moment and just talking about it. Every year we travel to places all across the country that have got fantastic fishing opportunities. And don't get me wrong, there's tons of them out there. But I got to tell you, this is now going to officially be, I'd say, in the top 10 or 15 that we've experienced, not only in terms of numbers, but obviously in quality as well. And more importantly, just the venue, this whole venue that we've experienced here at Lumberjack. It's just Lumberjack Resort Lodge, absolutely outstanding job.
So, as you can see, the Sturgeon Lake walleye population has rebounded in a fantastic manner. In fact, in our opinions, Sturgeon Lake is comparable to any and all of the fantastic walleye fisheries in all of northwestern Ontario. Well done to all involved.
Getting There. Brought to you by the Outdoor Journal Radio Podcast Network.
To get to Lumberjack Lodge, we first drove north on Highway 400, which eventually turns into Highway 69. We next turned west on Trans-Canada Highway 17. We continued on 17 all the way to Highway 599. We then traveled north on 599 until we reached Lumberjack Lodge. Located in northwest Ontario, Lumberjack Lodge offers modern housekeeping cabins that sit on the southern shore of the famous Sturgeon Lake. This 65-mile-long body of water is home to trophy lake trout, walleye, northern pike, whitefish, and perch. The cabins are completely furnished, including full kitchen facilities, washrooms, and showers. Whether you want to experience some of the best fishing and hunting this country has to offer, or just the great outdoors, you will find it here.
The Fishin' Canada Show, brought to you in part by Yozuri Fishing Lures, fish the best. Mercury Outboards, go boldly. And Outdoor Canada, Canada's only national fishing and hunting magazine.
Closed captioning for this episode is brought to you by fishingcanada.com, the gateway to your next fishing adventure.
Come along to our cabin in the wild, 'cause we're in for some good fishing in Canada.